What's going on, Leo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic month so far. If you can't tell, I'm pumped, Leo. It's that time of the month. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Leo. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself was brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why, Leo, because it is Celestial News Monthly. I really like whenever I do that. I picture fireworks going off. People are cheering. The crowd is going wild because I did like a big wave. Like it's just a lot that's going on in my head, Leo, when this time of the month comes around. But enough of that. With Celestial News Monthly, with this monthly spread, Leo, whenever your ruler enters a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are at and how we can work with the energies. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on the situation, okay? Leo, I'm about to be over the top, and you're the first one that I do of each series, so aren't you pumped? Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm about to be doing a whole lot, Leo, especially for this season. This is a season to go over the top. But, Leo, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, just as geeked up as I am. Just great energy all around here, Leo. So if you, as you can see here, I have oracle cards with each of the signs that the sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an oracle deck, which is a newer one, Leo, from this one for each one. And then we'll get some details from the tarots, also a new one. And there's an extra surprise here, Leo, and I'll talk about that at the end if it doesn't happen during your reading. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, which I'm going to include both of these, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Leo, so definitely check them out. They're very great energies that they bring, very intuitive group that they are. Whatever, Leo. But definitely go check them out. Go show them some love. But before we jump into your first card here, let's talk about their birthday. Or it's not your birthday season. Let's talk about Sagittarius because clearly they're throwing a big old bash for their birthday season, which actually is not. So you have your ruler that's entering Sagittarius, and then you have Mars that's going to be entering Sag as well. So let's start with the sun. Start your ruler, because the sun is going to enter Sagittarius on the 22nd of November, and that'll be about 9:02 a.m. That'll be Eastern time, and then we'll be there through the 21st of December. And Leo, with this energy, well, one, the nice thing too, I feel like about your sign is that I feel like you get like a really healthy amount. Well, not that the others get like an unhealthy amount, but I feel like you really get a good amount of time in each sign to really be in this energy. So enjoy the Sagittarius energy because you maybe feel more inclined to take risk and embrace adventures. Sagittarius, they're the adventurers of the zodiac. They're not afraid to just journey into the unknown and broaden their horizons. And this is a great energy for physical journeys and for intellectual pursuits, because they also, being Jupiter ruled, they're a sign of higher learning, and so any way that you can grow in any area is great for that. And you may find it easier to speak your mind because Sagittarius is a very honest sign as well. They definitely speak their truths. But one thing to be mindful of with Sag energy is that with that honesty, sometimes the truth can be a little harsh. And if you're not prepared to receive that. So, there can be known as a sign that can be a little blunt at times. So that's something to keep an eye on there, Leo. But I feel like the nice kind of thing, because I feel like you and Sagittarius share some aspects, especially when it comes to this last little bit, because this also brings more optimism and positivity, because I feel like your sign is a very charismatic, very high energy, always one that wants to shine bright. So I feel like you already take your natural, like, kind of gregarious self like that magnetic sunshine, and then couple that with that optimism of Sagittarius, I really feel like this can be a very great, very uplifting time for you, Leo, and for those around you. So that's why I really feel like enjoy this energy that's coming through here. And then you also have Mars that's going to be entering Sagittarius on the 24th of November and will be there through the 4th of January 2024. And with this, there's like a desire to seek out new experiences and challenges, because Mars is about that drive, that action there, Leo. So don't be afraid to try something new. Go be bold, be assertive, and there's a willingness to take risk and step out of your comfort zone. So maybe you've been wanting to try bungee jumping or maybe skydiving. I don't know why we're jumping out of things, Leo. Maybe you want to try something a little more on the ground. Maybe you want to try a new food, or maybe even venture to like a new city or something like that better, Leo. But also, another thing to be mindful of, Leo, is that again, you may be more direct and candid in your communication and actions. So that's just something to where it's a balance with that. I feel like if used mindfully, you can really get a lot out of this energy here, Leo. And the lovely thing about this energy too is, depending on where your Leo placements are at, this is forming a trine with your sign, which trines are very fortunate energy. They bring about this energy of luck. It's very fast moving energy. Now with the sun, that's more of a neutral planet, so it's depending on what you do with that energy. But with Mars, that might be a little bit trickier, just because Mars is a malefic planet, can be a little more, if not watched out, or if not like paying attention, it can get a little out of, things may happen a little, what am I trying to say here? Just might be a little more aggressive than normal with Mars. So that's something to be mindful of. Be mindful of there, Leo. But the nice thing too with Mars being in Sagittarius is that Mars does operate well in fire signs. So there's a perk there, Leo. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here. Ooh, and I'm digging that, Leo. So you have the Dewdrops of Renewal card here. And with this card, it's morning's first light brings fresh chances. Embrace the rejuvenation of each new day. In Leo, I feel like that is perfect for this season. Now, look at you syncing up with the energies, because I do feel like, I remember when the sun entered Sagittarius last year, I was operating on this little mini desk thing. It really was how my whole setup was just a little ridiculous. But then I woke up literally inspired, and it's just like, oh my gosh, if I moved my thing over here, it would change the game up, and it sure did. I was operating on a bigger space. It was fantastic, and that's where I feel that when you wake up each day, this is a great energy for you to just show this level of gratitude, for appreciation of all the opportunities that this life can bring you, and that you are in each. When we think about, we live in such a cyclical energy, from month to month, from year to year, even from day to day. When you go to sleep and wake back up again, you're a brand new you there, Leo. And I feel like that should be something that is celebrated, that's reinvigorating, that it helps bring about this. I feel like you get into this practice during this season, it can really help carry you on even past Sagittarius season, and get you where you're just always uplifted and always can tackle things from a higher perspective there, Leo. I really like that. That's a very great start. So I feel like that's something the universe wants you to. Not that you aren't already optimistic there, Leo, but really just getting into doing that with intention really goes a long way for you. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details, because really you get to appreciate just all the, because Sagittarius is also a sign of abundance, being Jupiter ruled. So, and appreciate just all the abundance around you. And who knows, Leo, when you're trying out these new things, because again, you get a fresh chance to try something new. I feel like this is a time to, I feel like we're always just like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, but we're not always promised tomorrow. So it's like, it's time to live in the present, Leo, and really enjoy things that come around here. Let me get a couple more there, Leo. see what's going on here, Leo. Ooh, journey to the unknown. I like this, Leo. Ooh, interesting, Leo. All right, so, and how fascinating. All right, so, just so you know, there are a couple of cards that have doubles in them, and you actually happen to get one of them. So you got the Two of Cups twice here, Leo. You have the Moon card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and then the Nine of Cups here. And I like this, Leo, with both. I feel like with both Two of Cups coming up here, I really feel that there is this energy of really following your heart's desire, kind of seeking, because when you think of the twos, these deal with choices, and the cups deal with your feelings and your intuition. And if there's something that maybe you've been wanting to journey to a new country. Maybe you've been wanting to pick up a different type of hobby. Maybe there's something that you've always wanted to, maybe like a certain outfit that you wanted to invest in, or maybe learn a new language, or, this moon card is doing things, is journeying into areas that you unexplored type of territories. And the cool thing about this, Leo, is I like this because after the moon is your ruler, the sun. And I feel that if you were to journey down this path here, dudes, this is a time with the Nine of Pentacles. This is your pre-Empress energy, Venus and Virgo, working on things that you always wanted to do. Putting in those things. You see all these clocks here you've been putting off. It's like thinking of the things that you may have put on the side here. Maybe you've wanted to go on a retreat. Maybe you've wanted to find, really, really put yourself out there with love, however, maybe joining like a dating, I don't know if it's gonna say dating group, but maybe do like a journey, just really making your wishes come true with this Nine of Cups here. And making new memories with the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups can be a past energy, but one thing I like with the Six of Cups too, it's reflecting on the past and thinking about all the good memories that you've had, and knowing that there are more to come. And even with the Two of Cups here too, I feel like that this is a great energy that is getting you in this, because that's so fascinating that you would get both of them during this first. So keep in mind, Leo, I do a pre-shuffle before I do all of this, and you do have a lot of cups here, a lot of cards of feelings and emotions, and even of intuition, because I feel like even something here, Leo, if you were to journey down this path, who knows what new experiences may come up for you and what opportunities may awaken, because Sagittarius does have very powerful insight. Jupiter is also a planet of inspiration, and that's passed down with Sagittarius. I feel like it's just usually when you think about that side of Jupiter, is always focused on Pisces, but Sagittarius are very strong intuitives as well. So yeah, I feel you're in even a great energy too, because the Two of Cups for me can even be like almost like the Lovers type of energy for connecting with your higher self. But this could even be, Leo, just one more thing. The Two of Cups is a very, very loving card, and this could be, maybe for some, maybe we've been offered to go on like a double date possibly, or this is something where it's just like, if you get invited to some sort of event, or it's like you're sharing experiences with someone here. So this could be a very great time, I feel like, even if you wanted to journey into love. So don't be afraid of the opportunities, and I feel like it's letting yourself be open to whatever really kind of comes your way there, because I like that. All right, Leo, that's a really sick start, getting both Two of Cups. Look at you. Alrighty. All right, let's talk about this next energy here, because you got Capricorn and Mercury. Mercury's getting ready to start doing a lot here over these next couple seasons. But you have Mercury that's going to be entering Capricorn, but also is going to be going retrograde in Capricorn. And then you have Pluto that's in Capricorn as well. Now with Mercury is going to enter Cap on the 1st of December. And with this brings about a heightened ability to think strategically and plan for the future. I like this placement for Mercury because Capricorn is a very hardworking, ambitious, structured, tenacious sign. And I feel like this is one of those things, if you put your mind to it, there's nothing that you can't accomplish there, Leo. And this encourages responsible decision making and kind of enforces or kind of focuses on more kind of practical outcomes, because Capricorn is one that is, because they're strategic and structured, they like to make sure that they're not that they've necessarily dragged their feet on making a move, but they just want to make sure they've considered all of the options before they're really making a move, and making sure that this is going to yield the most optimal results there. And you may notice too there, Leo, that goals and achievements may become more central themes, because Capricorn deals with being associated with the 10th house, also deals with our careers as well. And that's cool because you also, again, you have the 9 of Pentacles here, and this is really focusing on yourself, getting into finding ways that you can come into that independent energy and manifesting your own type of abundance. Maybe you want to start a side business or whatever this, maybe even come into a partnership, maybe even take like a passion project and turn it into something more there, Leo. So that's something to think about there. But then now the trickiness happens. And listen, with retrogrades, retrogrades are just where the energies slow down a little bit. It's a time for reflection and a time to get into that type of hermit state. So retrogrades are never anything to fear there, Leo. I know that usually Mercury retrogrades are something that's just like and it can be tricky. On one instance, technology does tend to be a little get a little wonky sometimes. So that's something to be mindful of. Oh, and sometimes now I am dreading a little bit, just because sometimes even with Mercury going retrograde too, you can kind of serve up word salad, and I feel like that's something. Be mindful of your words there, Leo, just because we might misspeak, and being in the honest sign of Sagittarius, things may come across a little blunter, so just being just a little extra mindful when we're going about communicating there. But Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 13th of December. And with this is a great time to like reevaluate long-term plans, career objectives, and personal aspirations. Are is our stuff kind of lining up with our goals in a sense? Is like where our heart is at? Are we putting in our work towards those things? Are we getting that energy of fulfillment, or whatever it is that whatever success that looks like for you? But it's also too about finding balance between professional responsibilities and personal life. Just because Capricorn can be such a hardworking sign, they'll work themselves to the ground if they can. I remember someone I know, they're a Capricorn, and one of their lines they always like to say, "Oh, well, I'll sleep when I'm dead." And it's just like, well, let's be mindful. I'm always just like, all right, there, Cap. But so just something to be, and considering that you got two of Cups here, make a little time for love. Whether this be for doing some self-care for yourself there, Leo, or again for maybe getting ourselves out there and having a little romance. But also too, there may be a more increased sense of like duty and of focusing on fulfilling obligations there, Leo. So I feel like this, Capricorn energy really is about buckling down and making your thoughts manifest, because when they set their mind to something, there's nothing that Capricorn can't accomplish. So definitely keep that in mind there, Leo. And then you have Pluto in Capricorn, and Pluto's going to be in Cap until the 20th of January 2024. And with this, Leo, this can lead to shifts in power dynamics and a breakdown of outdated systems. When the outer planets move, this really does affect us on a more global standpoint. So there's going to be a lot going on in the forefront, and you may be feeling more ambitious, more resourceful, and determined in achieving your goals. And there may even be a heightened sense towards like responsibility towards like society and global issues. So really big energy when it comes to Pluto being in Capricorn. I really feel like this is a real kind of as far as like getting things done, because Pluto is a planet of power, and Capricorn being, you know, one that's like trying to seize that spotlight and get into that sense of authority, that power. It was really strong energy that's coming through here, and uh, yeah, it's really fascinating with Pluto in Capricorn energy. But let's go ahead and get your next oracle card. Oh, all right, dope. Thank you. Interesting. All right, Leo. So you have the Cavern of Courage, and with this card is deep within. Discover the bravery to face the unknown. Your heart knows the way. So you really are in just a lot of, I feel like, new energy that is coming through, Leo. But it's going to be one where it you're gonna need to take that initiative, take that leap. And I love that you do, again, that you have the moon card here, because that is exactly that. You know, it can something can feel maybe a little scary at first, a little dark, you know, a little unfamiliar. But the moon, again, is just on the other side of it is the sun, your ruler, your happiness, your fulfillment, this light here. And and again with double two of cups, that is really leading with your heart, leading with that, and connecting with your higher self. And and I feel that there's gonna be this, for some, I feel like like with this Six of Cups energy kind of coupled with this moon, that because, and it's not that you're not brave there, Leo, but again, stepping out into newer things, stepping out of a comfort zone, like there might be this potential of clinging to past energies, wanting to stay in a comfort zone, stay in this sort of like in what we know. But you know, life is more, has so much more to offer than just that familiar. But we're gonna have to go out there and find that thing, Leo. And that's where I feel you're the you're the lion, Leo. You're all about courage. You're the kings, queens of the zodiacs. So definitely go out there. I feel like expand your world. The universe wants you to really go on a journey there. And I even feel with this too, Leo. One more thing. You know, I was talking about with the Two of Cups being like a connecting to your higher self. This could even be facing unknown parts of you, and and it's just like trusting what that means, and it's something is something I feel like deep inside is trying to go there, but we're gonna have to go within in order to get that, or at least get more into this practice of questing within. But let me get some tarot on this, Leo, and get some details. Look at that, Leo. Hold on here. There's that good old Herman. All right, Leo. Ooh, what? Love that, Leo. Major Arcana City here. So you have, I'm gonna save that one for last. So you have the Hermit, the Judgment card. Oh, I love that too. Judgment card, Pluto energy, the World, Saturn, Death card here, Scorpio, which we're gonna talk about Scorpio next. And look who decided to show up here. Your ruler, the Sun. So look what happens when we journey into the unknown, Leo. You see things in a whole different perspective. Your world expands. Things start to change there, Leo. But it's going to be something where you're going to need to journey within and find this courage to face these new opportunities head on. Because you got a lot of majors that are popping up here. And the Judgment card is this sense of this rebirth that is coming through here. This is because I feel like Judgment, when you get Judgment and Death card, because this is Pluto, and you know Pluto rules over Scorpio along with Mars. But I feel with this that there is something inside of you, Leo, or something that's going to be coming up here that is going to, this might be maybe a new job opportunity. Maybe this is we're making a move to a different place. Maybe we're taking a chance on a relationship, possibly something that is going to be potentially life altering in a sense. And I don't feel like anything that you need to fear, but I do feel that you're getting ready with the World card here. We're getting ready to come to a close on a chapter, because I like this, Leo, even with how these cards are going in order, because first the moon, then the sun, then after that is a judgment card, is in the world. So but it's taking that first step, finding these areas that are needing to change, that's needing to transform, going within. And then after you close that cycle out, a whole brand new thing is going to begin. We go back into that Fool energy. That's sick, Leo. I like that. So I feel like this can be, Sagittarius could really be an exciting time for you. And I feel that it's, again, with that trine energy that's coming through, it could happen a lot faster than you think. So that's something to be mindful of. Now let's talk about a little trickier energy here, because you have the Empress, Venus. She's going to be entering Scorpio on the 4th of December and will be there through the 29th of December. Now, with this energy, this is a tricky place for the Empress to be, because she's technically in fall in Scorpio. Not in fall. She's in detriment in Scorpio, so her energy is a lot is a lot weaker than normal. So it's a weird place for her to operate in, just because Scorpio is such an intense energy, and the Empress is in Venus. Whenever I gotta get better about that, but Venus is, she has that sort of lighthearted energy, that stability with Taurus, and that kind of that lightheartedness with Libra. So now it's taken to that intense realm. It's a little different for her. But with this energy, this does encourage us to explore deeper layers of our emotions and our desires. And relationships may go through significant changes. So this might be too, Leo. This could be maybe we have a relationship that's getting ready to be, we're getting ready to maybe take things to the next level, or maybe even like a relationship with ourselves possibly might even be changing there. But it is an intense, whenever Scorpio energy comes around, there's changes that are going to be happening. But you may also feel more inclined to explore areas of love and intimacy on a more deeper and open way, because nothing's out, there's, Scorpio's not about surface levels. Scorpio is about doing things, really taking things to the depths there, and really experiencing life in this full type of way. So really something to be aware of, Leo. This is, whatever this is, I feel like this could even be, for some, it's like even like finding, I don't know, like it's like finding something just like little more serious here with Venus being here. But the trickiness, though, that may kind of happen with your sign is that, depending on where your Leo placements are at, this is forming a square with your sign. And squares can form delays and form challenges, and can be, just the energies aren't very harmonious. It's nice that it's happening with Venus, so that lightens it up a little bit. But there may be some challenges when it comes to just thinking things that Venus deals with finances, with relationships. So that's just something to be mindful of. There may be, and not to say you necessarily will run into crazy changes, but it's just that, how do I want to put this? It's just that things are just evolving in a way that may be just may be unfamiliar for you there, Leo. So just something to be mindful of with that energy. But let's get some tarot on this and get an oracle on this and get some details. Because any sort of changes that happen, Leo, they ultimately are meant to be for your highest good. You know, it's just going to be how we interpret that. But yeah, let's see what's going on here, Leo. Thank you. Oh, and look at that, Leo. So you have the Kaleidoscope of Choices card. And with this, life offers a myriad of possibilities. Every choice shifts the pattern, creating new perspectives. And absolutely, Leo, because I do feel that you, with your energies, I feel like with what's going on here, there are going to be a lot of opportunities that are coming up for you. And every choice that you make does have a reason. You know, sometimes I feel sometimes we're afraid to even make decisions because we don't want to make the wrong choice, but there is technically no wrong choice. Everything is meant to happen the way that it's supposed to do. All of the more positive things and all the more negative things, because they're all meant to, there needs to be that, one, there's that balance, but with how you even started out, Leo, embracing the new day, that you know that light, the sunlight, the sun's here, bringing fresh chances, and to embrace the rejuvenating energy of each day. It's appreciating the choices that you have, the lessons that it brings you, the wisdom that it brings you, and I even feel just with this death card, judgment card, how you had all this major stuff coming in there. Trust your intuition when it comes to these choices that are coming up for you, Leo, because I do feel that there is something really big that could be potentially happening for you over this next season. Some really bigger choices that are going to need to be made that may change things up, from maybe even how our daily routines going to maybe even something bigger as far as like relationships or maybe finances. Maybe you have a chance to invest in something or start up something, or it just feels like that really the world is going to be your oyster in a sense. I'm even getting like a Seven of Cups type of energy that's sort of coming through here, Leo. But let's get some tarot on this and find out more about these choices. Leo. No, I was going to say stop. Actually, keep going. Because there you are. The Strength card. So come on, Leo. That's sick. Hold on. Let's see what else is going on here. And I love when that happens too, when a sign comes out with their ruler. That's always, I feel like that's always a solid energy, because now you have the universe. I feel like is really on your back, or really on your side. It always is on your side, but I feel like you're becoming attuned to that and starting to notice the signs and how your choices influence the energies. So yeah, Leah, as it makes sense, try to be as present as possible during this in energies. And thank you. But let's see what's going on here. All right, Emperor. Look at Leo. I'm with this. So the you have the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and then you, the Strength card here. And I feel like fate is, with this Wheel of Fortune here, that fate is trying to lead you in a certain direction there, Leo. There's something that is trying to unlock here, something that you're going to need to rise up with this Emperor here and take charge. It's not, opportunities aren't, they can, it's not like with the Wheel of Fortune, things, abundance is just going to fall in your lap. You could have, one might think, favorite things to say, you can have the $1 million lottery ticket, but if you don't do anything with it, then it's just a piece of paper. It's going to be one of those things where you're going to be challenged, Leo, where you're going to need to, there might be these fears of, can you handle this responsibility that's coming? Are you going to be, do you feel brave enough? Do you feel resourceful enough? Are you feeling, I feel like a lot of challenging things that might keep you in your head. And that's going to be something to work on this year. Keeping that confidence, keeping that strength, keeping your energies in harmony here while you face them. Lion, look at you. Hey, God, you know what? I want to keep you in like the forefront here, because well, that might actually be kind of hard for Leo. Hold up. You know I'm doing a lot, but Leo, don't do. That's something. Maybe like I'm doing that. Maybe don't try to do so much. Let's do what makes. Oh, let's scrap that. This is an energy of really calling upon your strength there, Leo. That inner lion is going to need to shine bright, and I feel that you're going to be more in an energy of giving to yourself in a sense, in order to it because again with the nine of pentacles there, that's very independent type of energy. It's not that you won't need help from others, but I feel that it's going to be mindful of spreading yourself too thin with the six of pentacles being here. In like the Rider White deck, there's usually this figure that is saving four pentacles for themselves, and they have two to give to others, and it's just so that you can rise up when opportunities present themselves like this. It's and I really feel like pay attention to, yeah, again, what you the way you something that you, and I love that this deck is called the Time Universe deck, and how they have all these clocks here. Just pay attention to where you're putting your time into, and I feel like the more energies that you put that time and that strength into, the bigger the abundance that is coming through here. And I love too when the and you got the sun, the world, and the Wheel of Fortune. They're abundant, rewarding energies, and two, with this discipline energy is Saturn. Saturn might be a bit of a hard ass. He's the taskmaster and things, but you focus on this energy, Leo. Saturn can reward just as abundantly as Jupiter and the Sun. So I like this. I feel like a lot of things are getting ready to open up for you. Let's get some tea. I'm with us. Let me get these cards organized here, and then let's talk about Taurus energy. How sick, you and your ruler. I love when that happens. All right, Leo. Let's talk about Taurus, because you have Jupiter that's going to be retrograde still, and then you have Uranus that's retrograde. Now, Jupiter's going to be retrograde until the 30th of December, and with Big Papa being retrograde. This is great for reevaluating your approach to wealth and to investments and to material comforts, and you may this can even bring opportunities for like financial growth and for increasing your material well-being as well, because now we're thinking about, you're taking that abundance that Jupiter brings and putting it into the practical builder that is Taurus, and making that abundance last for the long term. This isn't about like quick type of energies here. This type of energy that you're bringing, all this major arcanas here, this is something that's going, this is like a force that you're bringing there, Liam. This is something that's going to, yeah, I really feel like this is sort of, we want this abundance to have some longevity to it. So they're really kind of 10 of Pentacles energy that's coming through with Jupiter being retrograde in Taurus. So something to think about there. And if we want to seek advice, maybe we're investing in sort of land here. You have options. So consider the options that are available to you there, Leo. And then you have Uranus that's going to be retrograde until the 27th of January 2024. And you might notice, or there's going to be changes that are going to happen with our currency, with investments, with our economic structure, and even a heightened awareness for environmental issues. So this is a energy too for appreciating these changes that are happening there, to approach even finances in like an innovative type of way, because Uranus is they roll over Aquarius, your opposite sign. And yeah, this is a really great energy for getting savvy, considering your choices, trying things that never maybe been tried before. Calculated risk there, Leo. And just like with with Scorpio energy, this is forming a square with your sign. So this may be, depending on where your placements. Now, you'll need to know your time of birth for really for all of them, if you want the exact degree. But Uranus is pretty far along in Leo, and I want to say Jupiter's almost about midway through. So, yeah, just something to think about there, Leo. But let's get an oracle on this. Oh, all right. Thank you. Huh, like that. All right, so you have the Lighthouse of Legacy card here, Leo. And with this, your actions and wisdom serve as beacons for future generations. Illuminate the way. And I really like that, Leo, because when I feel like when Leo takes action, it is very inspiring. And when I feel that you are in, I feel like this energy is one that is going to be where you are going to learn a lot, and your choices are going to. Because this gives me very kind of King of Swords energy, in the sense that it's like the things that you learn through this journey, trying new things out, and being brave enough to, to just venture into the unknown, that inspires others. You being that leader, that king of the zodiac, you set that tone. People follow that sunlight. I feel like I'm even getting this energy that, like, because the Queen of Wands usually, her energy is coming through, and the Queen of Wands usually has sunflowers in her card, and the sunflowers always follow where the sun is, and that's where I feel like you, Leo, can be, like this card was saying, a beacon for future generations, and really be, maybe for some, we might be thinking about coming into a more type of leadership role, because I mean, you do have the Emperor here. And whatever it is what this is looking like, Leo, maybe you want to try management position again. Maybe you want to start your own business, maybe you want to rise up to CEO. Maybe you're like the first in your family to maybe try to, I don't know, maybe move off the land, or maybe go to school, or whatever that's looking like, Leo. But I do feel like this is about remembering that yours is a sign that does inspire. Fire energy is one that invigorates and charges energies, and really helps manifest. So I like that, Leo. But let's see what you're doing with this inspirational energy. Oh, more. What's good? All right, Leo, hold up. So you have the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and then there's my girl, the Empress. What's good? And let's see, where do you want to start? Interesting. So, Leo, let's start with this Five of Cups here. Because I feel with this, when you're doing this, when you're going about these choices that are getting ready to make here, Leo, and as things really start picking up, there are going to be points where you're going to feel like a beginner, in a sense. When we journey out of our comfort zone, it can be hard because we want to feel confident in what we're doing, and not feel that we. I almost feel like that is like we're worried about how others may see us, or that they may see us as as someone that's inexperienced, or even to kind of see you in a lesser light, in a sense. But Leo, you're doing something here where maybe others may judge, but it's just like, are they taking the chance to go out there and pursue their passions? And what chances are they taking? Are they staying in that Eight of Swords energy? We're going to stay in our head and not achieve the level of abundance that is meant for you. And I love that too, that you got the Emperor and the Empress here, because I feel that even with that, this is something where you don't have to necessarily go through this transformation alone. And I love this Queen of Swords here, how she has all these butterflies around her, the symbols of metamorphosis. And because this is So a couple of things with this Emperor Empress. It's not even necessarily giving me just like a romantic concept, which we are going to talk about in a second, but it gives me that the people that you're going to meet along the way, that they're going to, you may meet empresses or emperors depending on which energy that you're channeling, that are going to help you along this way as well. You're not just doing this guiding, doing this all alone, journey to this venture. There's going to be things that you're going to learn from people that you're meeting along the way. And I feel like with the Five of Swords is being open to, again, this beginner energy for some. It's like, let's say if you're coming into like a management position, if you've never been a manager before, every manager has been in that position at one point in time. No one just woke up, just born like, oh, I have all these, I'm just, I already know what to do. These are things that you're going to learn along the way. And there are going to be some times where we, like, man, I wish I would have did this better. Man, I would have wished I did that. How come I could have did that? And it's not meant to stay in that like Six of Cups, in that past type of energy there, Leo. You take that wisdom that you have, and then you can be that beacon for others. Because you could say like, hey, definitely, you could become that teacher. Been there, done that. There are times when I would work at like in like my side gig. It's like in food and in this bar, and I'll have some people saying like, "Oh, I'm afraid that I'm gonna drop something." I was like, "Oh, you'll absolutely drop something. Just get that out. Let that fear, just let it go." It's like, listen, I still hate doing that, but it's gonna be. It's just a part of the trade. You just get better and better and better as it goes on, and that's with any, even with like learning astrology and tarot and stuff. That's another thing. People, this is so overwhelming. It's like, yeah, you'll never stop learning. There's always something new that can come up there, Leo. But that's what makes life so exciting. And I like this, Leo. Now, considering too that you have two, I mean, come on, divine counterparts here with the Emperor and the Empress. I really feel that this is a great energy for you too, Leo. If we're thinking about love, you got two of cups. This could even be where we find someone who we've been really been like almost like a soulmate type of level here. Or I don't really haven't done a lot of research into twin flame type of stuff, so this could be what something along those lines as well. Definitely look that up, Leo, to get more information about that. But I'm eventually gonna look into that, Leo, when I make some time for that. But I do feel that this could even be a potential if you want to find some sort of romance, Leo, or start making. And maybe you may not even think about love. Maybe you even just want to make some friend connections, possibly. I feel like it's fantastic either way there, but I do feel like it's something that you are going to need to put yourself out there and journey into the unknown, but and give this whatever this is a chance here. So I really like this, Leo. I feel like Sag season is really this could be a potentially lit one for you here, Leo. Now let's get into this last energy here, which is Pisces, the moon card here. And I like this too because you already got Saturn and Pisces here. Because Saturn's going to be, we're going to be talking about Saturn and Pisces for most of these energies. We're going to be talking about them for a minute. But Saturn's going to be in Pisces until the 24th of May, 2025. And then Neptune's then we also have Neptune and Pisces. I'll get to both those in a second because Neptune. Let's start with Neptune because Neptune would have just went direct not too long ago. Oh well, when's Neptune going direct? I want to say on the 6th of December. So yeah, Neptune's gonna go direct on the 16th of December, and then she'll be there till like the end of March 2025. But with Neptune in Pisces, Neptune is one of the rulers of Pisces, along with the Wheel of Fortune here, Jupiter. And she usually hangs out in the sign for about 14 years at a time. And with this energy, this is great for creative expression. Because Neptune and Pisces, they are associated with the 12th house, which deals with that energy of dreams and fantasies, and they really are, they're, you know, they're connected to source on a very, very deep level. And Leo, you couple that energy, that creative expression, with you being in my opinion, the most creative sign of the zodiac, because I mean, you're associated with the fifth house, which is the house of creativity, and you know, being ruled by the sun. You have, I feel like you really can, you have, you know, just choices, I feel like, just out the wazoo, as far as like what you can do with those abilities. It's just like being, I feel like for some there's this innovative energy, like trying something that it may feel silly to you in that moment, but it really can, you know, with Pluto getting ready to move into Aquarius, you know, we're in this age where the only crazy idea is the one that's not being implemented. You know, we're in a time getting ready to be in an energy of innovation. We already got a taste of Pluto in Aquarius. So this is the time to really express yourself there, Leo, and whatever that looks like. Maybe you're a great chef, maybe you're a great dancer, maybe you were great with, maybe you were doing something cool with animals, or maybe architecture, or whatever that's looking like, Leo. You know, the world is, we're getting into a different time. And this is also too great, an excellent time for practices of meditation and even dream analysis, because, you know, again, they deal with that dream type of space. The 12th house is the biggest house of the houses, and so we have a lot of expansive energy at our disposal there, Leo. So definitely something to pay attention to. And then you have Saturn in Pisces, and with this really encourages us to apply our intuitive insights more kind of practically, and really make our dreams come true. We have that discipline in order to manifest whatever it is that you want. Nine of Pentacles, and I like that you got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, because then the next step is like you're working towards your legacy, you're working towards making your wishes come true. And because with the Nine of Cups, it's like feeling that energy in this, but it's just, it's one thing to feel it, but then it's another thing to take that initiative as well. But you also want to be mindful of emotional boundaries as well when it comes to Saturn being in Pisces, and establishing those kind of hard values, or those hard boundaries, and making sure that people aren't trying to take advantage of your energy there, Leo. But then you got the Hermit there, so allow times for deep reflection. We were talking about that with that Cavern of Courage card, that's even facing even unknown parts of yourself there, to both those Two of Cups connecting with your higher self. So something to think about. But let's get your last oracle card here, Leo. Ooh, interesting, Leo. All right. So you have the Monolith of Endurance. And with this card is stand firm against the winds of change. Your resilience is a testament to your spirit. And absolutely there, Leo, you got the Strength card here for it. You got, because definitely changes are on the horizon. You have with the Death and the Judgment card. And I feel like it's, even with this Moon card, it's not you're I feel like you're not gonna see how it's coming, you know, and it's not letting those energies beat you down when this change happens, however it may manifest, because the universe isn't just trying to keep you where you're just in low and you're not achieving anything. Because again, you got some conflicting energies there with the with those square aspects that are forming, but those things do make you more resilient, especially with Scorpio energy. That's all Scorpio energy is about. And I'm telling them all the time that all the harsh things that they may go through, it does help make them stronger and make some great teachers here. This lighthouse of legacy. And I almost feel like that this monolith here is you getting ready to almost like inscribe your tales on this tablet here, and really write the epic of Leo. You know, just really, just how sick, the legacy of Leo. Just you know, but it is going to be one where we're going to need to have that. Try not to get stuck in your head with the aces, with the Eight of Swords there, to push through, to go with conviction. You know, Five of Cups, there's going to be disappointments along the way, but it's just, what do we learn from that from those experiences there, Leo? But let's get your last tarot cards here. Love it when you sync up with the energies. You got the, and oh, Leo, I got a lot to say about that, Mark. Okay, hold on, Leo. Let me get this card here, and we got a lot to talk about. All right. All right, Leo. So you have the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and then the, I love that. Oh, and the Temperance card here. Sagittarius, Leo. Let's switch back over, because look at this. You're syncing up. The energies are lining up great because the sun is here, Sagittarius is here. I feel like that's a great energy for you, Leo, that things are going to balance out in a really cool type of way. This is giving me this it's giving me this energy of manifestation for you here. I'm really getting the more like the Sagittarius part of this energy, that this is a time for you to grow, to tap into your reserves here. With the Four of Pentacles, this isn't a time to necessarily hold back. This is a time to let loose, to try something different. Again, I feel like there is this with the Temperance. There is this, because I do feel like there are going to be a lot of, with the Seven of Cups here, going to be a lot of opportunities for you. A lot of things, with couple that with that kaleidoscope of choices, there are going to be a lot of opportunities for you to try different things. And I feel like even with like the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like you get a chance to kind of play around a little bit, to kind of mess around and see what resonates with you. You know, just kind of, again, try something new. It'll be open to being, I should just being open to new. Really open your mind up. You know, find a balance though of there is this thing about not necessarily just like being reckless, but because you know your choices do, all your actions do have consequences, whatever that's looking like. But I do feel with the Five of Pentacles here that one, it's like one, it's not focusing on what you don't have when it comes to these situations here, these choices, focusing on what you do have. But I do feel there's a slightly like kind of lonely energy that's coming through here with this Five of Pentacles, that you know, there may be times where you may need to crack down, and you may need to be where you're, it's not necessarily that you're lonely, but there's going to be times where you're going to need to be alone and to make some really big decisions. And it may be where we may feel like we're sacrificing certain things, but ultimately it's going to lead to it's going to lead to like your greater good there, Leo. And we may not see it in that moment. There may be times where it's like you feel like you're not having fun, or that you're not doing this thing or this, that, you know, everyone else is doing other things, but you need to, but yeah, I really feel you really are in kind of a focused energy there, Leo. But I even feel too, though, just something to be mindful of. Just I feel like there may be a lot that is going on. Just be aware of where we invest in things or how we tap into our resources, in a sense, whether this be, because the pentacles deal with more than just your money, but pay attention to how you're investing your money, your time, your energy, your just a lot of that stuff here, Leo, because I feel like you don't want to be where just something to be about there, but it's like you're, I feel like you're resonating with the energies in a different type of way there. It's like you're really choosing, you're taking your thoughts and really creating stuff there, Leo. They're seizing these opportunities and coming into this new you here. So I like this, Leo. This was what a great way to start off this monthly season with this energy. So thank you for that, Leo. I appreciated this, and I hope that you liked it too. And if you did, there. Oh, and one more thing, Leo, before I actually got out of this, you got all three of the fire signs. You got you, Aries, and Sagittarius. So again, fire is inspirational. It is magic. It's motivation. It's that will to create, that will, that drive, that heat to do things, Leo. And so you really are in a very active energy. I feel like this is really taking that fire energy and just like doing things like you've not done it before, to just go in and go ham. Just because this is, I like this with all this fire energy that you're bringing. So just something to keep in mind of there, Leo. But yeah, if you like this, Leo, give it a thumbs up and share this, Leo, because yeah, I feel that you got choices here. It's just going to seize them. It's taking that opportunity. It gives me like sextile energy. It's all it is potential, but it's what you do with that potential is what's going to really make or depend on how big this glow up can be, in a sense. So, and then subscribe there, you strength card, you sun. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you have any Cancer in your placement, sun, moon, rising, come on over to the Charity Den, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. Absolutely discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, Leo, so I can get you out of here, Leo. Celebrating. I love this too, because I even feel like, So the Six of Wands, this is Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter's here, your card's here, and this can be, for some, could be for all of you, Leo, if you're feeling that, this could be a card of fame, a card of being on top, of really, of rising through the ranks there, of really shining bright and being in your highest vibration. And I even feel with this too, this energy of paying attention to the people that got you there, Leo. Because again, there are times where we do things by ourselves, but we do always have people in our corner. Who was there that was rooting you on? And if you were at let's say you were at some sort of award ceremony, who would you thank to for your progress? And the Six of Wands is a card too of a journey. It's going to be one to, one, fame doesn't necessarily happen overnight. There's work that needs to be put into that. And when I say fame, Leo, it depends on however big you want your dream to be, whatever fame and success and things look like to you. But the Six of Wands is, everyone's here to celebrate you, to celebrate the legacy that you're going to leave behind. And just brilliant there, Leo. But let's get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Achieving greatness. Leo. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you. I love this card. You got the Serpent card here, Leo. And that's that fire energy. That's that untapped magic that you got into. That's that Kundalini energy. But that's the Serpent card is tapping into that. It's like that wild magic that the body never really forgets. That sense of inspiration, that fire, that ability to create there, Leo. You know, something's a brewing, I feel. And I really feel that too, Leo. You know, you take this season to get this stuff, to explore these new options here. By the time Capricorn season comes down, you know, it's like Sagittarius opens up opportunities for you. And then, you know, seeing what you can do, and then Capricorn grounds it and then makes it happen. And so now you're I feel like you're in that state of exploration right now. What do you want to, again, so pay attention to your intuition and tune into the energies there, because yeah, something's cooking up there, Leo. Now I'm with it. So I think I'm gonna leave that there. But got a lot of exciting stuff there, Leo. I feel like that potentially can be coming up here. So, but you stay safe out there with all these energies and the choices that you make, and you know, journeying into the unknown, Leo. And you raise that vibration to raise to the sun there, Leo. Raise to your ruler. Let your ruler know that you heard them, and that you're about to shine your brightest. And I will catch you in your glow up on the next one. Later.